everybody. Welcome to the Going Scared podcast. I'm Jessica Honegger, founder of the world-changing Brand New Day collection, and I'm so glad to have you here. We are doing a little teaser on our new series called Habits for Highly Hesitant Habit Keepers. I have missed you, but we have been doing so much work behind the scenes to prepare for this series. So at the end of last year, I read that the book Atomic Habits was one of the top-selling books of the entire year. This surprised me a little bit because I was crawling to the finish line of last year. You guys heard it through my podcast on self-awareness. I'm super transparent. We had a bumpy road the last 6 months of last year, and I just found myself tired. And the last thing I want to do when I'm tired is start new habits. And so I was like, wow, but everyone else in America apparently really wants to start new habits. Then I found out that of the 40% of you guys that make New Year's resolutions, only 9% of you actually end up keeping those. I know a lot of us approach the new year with, yes, I have this intention, I'm going to do this new thing now. And by about right now, I want you to just take a look back at Jan 1 and what you were feeling then and what you're feeling now. A lot of us haven't been able to have that stick to itness with our new habits. So I wanted a series specifically about how do we start, stop, but really keep habits for some of those hesitant habits that we have in our lives. So we are going to be covering so many habits. Okay, this is embarrassing. I'm going to say it. I'm going to the dentist for the first time in 2 years. I'm going to the OB for the first time in 5. We're going to interview my doctors about why do these appointments even matter. We are going to talk about the habit of meal planning with Holly Erickson of The Modern Proper, whose new book that comes out in a couple months is all about weekday meals. We're going to talk with my friend Ann Boskamp about the habit of reflection because there is nobody I know more who spends deep time in gratitude and reflection on a daily basis. We're even going to do an Enneagram episode with Jen Hatmaker, Scott Erickson, Scott the Painter, Sam Collier, and others about what is your relationship with habits and your Enneagram number. So, we're going to keep this nice and spicy, and I'm excited. We are going to kick it off with my favorite habit researcher, Gretchen Rubin. I've read so many different books on habits, and I love also the book Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. I love the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Gretchen Rubin, first of all, she's practical. I love it. She's a mom from the Midwest who's living in New York City. She's a writer. She's wildly smart. And she just makes things approachable. Okay. Like when I talk to her, I think, I can do this. I can do this. So, our first episode is all about why do habits even matter? What do they do for our lives? What is the benefit? That episode is going to launch first, and then we're going to get into meal planning. But I really can't wait to have this conversation with you all throughout the next 2 to 3 months. I want to hear from you. I want to know what are those habits that are easy. And honestly, a habit is something that you do without thinking. And that's one of the big ways I've been able to reframe habits is I have actually, if you think about the habit of brushing your teeth or putting on your seatbelt, you don't think about those things. You do not have to think, "Oh my god, I've got to go brush my teeth today." I hope. I hope that I hope you don't. The thing is when something is a habit, you don't think about it. You don't have to decide, you just do. And when you don't have to decide, you are getting to save that decision fatigue and you're getting to have energy that frees you up to be creative. It frees you up to really live into your purpose. And gosh, with the last couple of years, I think it's that decision fatigue that has truly drained all of us. If you think about it, we wake up with a cough or a runny nose, and what goes through our mind is, do I have corona? Is it Delta? Is it Omicron? Is it the flu? Is it flu A? Is it flu B? Maybe I'm perimenopause. What if I'm pregnant? Is it a tumor? Oh my God, it's not a tumor. Maybe it's Omicron. Maybe It's Delta. Do I need to go get a test? What kind of test do I get? Do I get a rapid antigen? Do I get a PCR? Do I need to go find out if I have antibodies? Oh my gosh, what about my kids? Do my kids have this? Do I need to have them quit playing sports? Do I have them start wearing a mask? What kind of mask? An N95? Oh my gosh, I'm having cramps. I think it's my period. What if it's perimenopause? Is it a tumor? I think it's a tumor. Is it Delta? Is it Omicron? Is it a cold? Is it a flu? Allergies are going around right now. Maybe it's a sinus infection. I started my period. It's my period. Like, that is a small snippet of the kind of thing that just goes in our mind on a daily basis. No big deal. Just we wake up and this is the story in our heads. And I hate to keep saying that we're tired because I'm a 7 on the Enneagram and I'm the ultimate, want to have energy to move into our flourishing future. And yeah, I don't want to, I don't like to dwell on fatigue and tiredness. But the truth is, none of us have escaped this. None of us have escaped the fatigue and the tiredness. And there just has to be a place where we are learning to live in this reality and still be able to press into our future and making plans and living into our purpose. So I do think that habits have such a deep correlation with the freedom that I believe can be possible for us in this current environment that we are in. It's the decision fatigue that has robbed us of so much of our energy, and habits take away decision fatigue. So we're just going to break it down. I don't want this to be overwhelming. I don't want this to be like I'm not enough. I mean, I wish, oh goodness, I wish you could, I wish y'all could see me right now. Oh, for all my Enneagram ones out there, I love you to death. My husband is an Enneagram 1. You guys, I need you in my life. You help me, you hem me in, you create boundaries for me. But let's face it, habits are like you're like, I got this. Well, listen, this episode is for you too. Because let me tell you, I know that there's habits that you are not keeping, and they're probably habits that are counterintuitive to you because I'm married to my one, and there are things that I would love him to be habitual about. They just aren't the things that come easily for him. So we all have ways that we could put habits into our lives that would be meaningful, not only for us, but for the people around us. So, welcome to a conversation that is going to be approachable around habits, that is not going to make you feeling like you're not enough. In fact, we are going to inspire you to put some habits in place. Hopefully, going to the doctor is going to be one of them. And we're going to just have this online conversation. So make sure you go find Jessica Honegger at Instagram. That's where I hang out a lot. I don't answer a lot of my Facebook messages, but I do get back to my Instagram DMs. So make sure you find me over there and let's talk. Let's talk about this. We're also going to be having some behind the scenes for my email list, some habit tips that we're going to be giving on top of these episodes. So make sure you are a part of our email community. You can go to jessicahonegger.com in order to subscribe to our email. And we're going to be kicking off this series with a Noonday Collection giveaway. So you're definitely going to want to tune in and share our first episode with Gretchen Rubin. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming back. Truly excited to journey with you over the next couple of months. Habits for highly hesitant habit keepers. I'm Jessica Honegger. Until next time, let's take each other by the hand and keep going scared.